Welcome back. Today's Friday, and we got a Friday update with some winches. Let's get started. So before we look at the Friday update, let's just take a quick look at today's patch notes. Ready? Here goes.
Version 10.12, feature, Winches version 2, now use rope logic. Fix, rope buoyancy. Fix, clients on dedicated servers always seeing delete missions button. Fix, blank chat message, CTD. Fix, daylight ticking while game is paused. Alright, that's it.
Pretty quick. Nothing really huge for servers, unfortunately. So yeah, servers are still going to be crashing every 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it is. Clients, whatever. So that's a bummer. I was really hoping for some server updates, but instead we have winches with ropes. So let's check it out. It's kind of a cool feature if you are using a lot of ropes and winches on your builds, which I know some of you do. So what they did is they changed it. So this is the old winches with the connector, and you had to go ahead and hook these up and then push out your rope to whatever length you want. There's the older, bigger winch. And so the new winches, you can pretty much just put your winch where you want it, put your connector where you want to, say you want it over here or whatever, and then just connect it with a rope. So watch this. So let's say that we wanted to put something cool on our deck, like this ropey here. So let's just cut it, or just kind of drag it over to this corner over here. Yeah, just like that. And I'm going to paste it. Okay, and it's not connected to the deck here, so it's going to move around. But the idea here is that when I spawn it, it's going to go ahead and set the rope length to this length, and then you'll have it set up over there. So you could like have your rope set out on your decks or whatever you're going to do. You could also do things with like the little ones where you're like pulling things, making pulleys and stuff like that. Not something I do a lot of, so I'm not going to show you how to do that, but I know you guys that use ropes are going to be able to do it. So let's go ahead and spawn this. And now you'll see when it spawns, it has the rope length, although it moved. Over here, it has a rope length set. So now we have... Ugh. I still hate the way you pick up things in this game. But yeah, you can kind of drag it over here. You can see the rope length. So there you go, you can do that. But I thought of another way to use this, something that was bugging me, and I'm going to show it to you right now. So World War II planes have antenna connectors, and you'll see that if you hook a rope, you're going to get this kind of sloggy, slouchy, whatever you want to call it, antenna rope here that is just kind of hanging. So what I did is I added a winch and to the rope, and now watch this. So the next thing I did is add an always on and a capacitor, and I was wondering, can we make these antennas tighter? And so watch this. Ta-da! Yes, it works. You can actually have some tight antennas now. And not only that, watch this. We can come over here and we can actually grab this, and we can just sink it down into the plane, paste it, and yeah, I broke some things in there, but that doesn't matter. What I want to show you is if I do this and then cover up the hole, we don't have to see the winch. Ta-da! A nice antenna that goes straight into the fuselage without showing anything. So if I moved it forward, it might look better. But the idea is you can actually make some tight antenna, and I think if you change the capacitor, let's try that. We'll change the capacitor to a 0.5, maybe, yeah, half a second. See if that doesn't stretch out that rope so much. There we go. So it's a little bit tighter. So you could probably, well, maybe it's not a little bit tighter. What?
Why it's pulling? Why are you pulling? Don't pull! What? Okay.
I'm not too sure. I thought it would just turn off after that. So let's go ahead and put it back to 1 second. See if it keeps doing that. That was weird. Look at it. It's still pulling. Stop pulling! The capacitor's off!
Why are you pulling? Stop pulling! Stop pulling my rope! You're messing up my cool idea. Is it because I dumped it inside? Let's see.
Alright, now it's back out on top. Did that stop it from pulling it? Let's see. No! We'll just do this really bad science here. Alright, so we'll just leave that there for a second. I just want to see if... Okay, so it stays on. So my thinking was that this on would go in here, turn on the capacitor for a second, and then just stay off because it has to get a new signal, I thought. But that didn't seem to work. So let's do this one. Put the button in. Huh. Maybe my thinking was wrong. I always thought that if you pushed a button or power to on in a capacitor, the capacitor would charge and then be gone. So that doesn't work, but I have an idea. Let's do this. We'll have a input and we'll have an output. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and bring this over here and we'll put a pulse a capacitor. So the info will come in, it will pulse, it will charge the capacitor. 1 second, and it will spit it out. This will work, right? I think. Okay, let's try this. We have the trash capacitor here. I'm going to put that to on, put that to the winch. We'll also hook it to the light so we can see it happen. And that should be it, right? All this for a tight antenna. What? All right, let's go ahead and push the button. Aha! Aha ha ha! So that works. So what I did is, if we go back in here and look, we have the button come in, it does a pulse, the pulse pushes the capacitor on, the capacitor discharges and sends it out to the winch. What that means is no more floppy antenna, simply push the button and
Ta-da! So there you go.
Alright, well that's it for today. Hopefully this is helpful for some people that are making antennas. I don't know. This is a silly tutorial, never mind this. But hopefully you'll have fun with the winches, and I'll see you next time. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the bell. It goes ding dong when I upload a video. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And I will see you next time.